4 years ago, my husband Mike and I were sitting in a hospital room when our child Abby was diagnosed with leukemia. I think anybody who's been in a life-threatening diagnosis, will remember those moments. We go in, she's gonna be able to have her chemos, but she's not gonna have Irwinase today. How come? It's on shortage. Abby is clever, nothing gets past her. And she just said, what does this mean? Does this mean I die?
She asked you that question.
Yeah, it's hard enough that my 9-year-old had to contemplate her mortality when she's diagnosed with cancer, and also then wonder if she was gonna survive because not enough drug was made.
What she did next makes her a true champion for change. She put together a consortium of friends and family, and they essentially created a phone bank, calling more than 220 children's hospitals around the country and asking all of them, did they have the medication that could save Abby? Finally, someone said yes.
It was a relief and a release of all the stress. And then I felt tremendous guilt. And I was haunted by the knowledge that somewhere in the country, some other mom and child was going to be going through the same hopeless conversation.
Hey, this is Laura.
We launched Angels for Change, and almost immediately people began to call. So right now we're in a 10-year high for drug shortages. There's more than 300 essential medicine shortages. There's 4 key reasons why there's shortage. The lower the price medicine, the more likely it is to be in shortage. The more complicated the medicine, if there's a history of a QA event, if all of it is made by one supplier or one area of the world, it's more likely to be in shortage.
I think we've gotten so used to thinking about things like Amazon. They can anticipate when you're running out of toilet paper, when you're running out of dog food. You think the same thing would happen with life-saving medications, but that's not the case.
The entire supply chain has to be engaged.
So I thought, what would it look like to partner with the manufacturer and use prediction?
She calls it Project Protect, anticipating which drugs could go into shortage and producing them with other companies before it's too late. Their first effort, a $100,000 grant to the for-profit Stack Pharmaceutical to manufacture 2 specific drugs.
Potassium chloride and sodium chloride, which newborns, NICU patients, PICU patients need to survive.
It's like salt and pepper. You never think you're going to run out of those very simple things.
Well, don't take our supply chain for granted.
Jared Milton oversees all pharmacy and clinical services at Children's Hospital, Colorado.
What if Project Protect didn't exist? What would have happened in that situation?
I shudder to think about what we would have had to do.
Potassium chloride, one of the first drugs. So you're able to anticipate this shortage, basically at risk, create the medications, and they did go into shortage.
They did go into shortage.
And
more than 700,000 treatments were accessed. And what we know—
700,000 treatments.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It is incredible.
When you see this now, Laura, you see this coming off the line, so to speak. What's that like for you?
What I see here is each one of those that's being filled up, 7 to 9 NICU babies that are gonna get fed today.
How is Abby doing now?
She's officially a survivor. She's doing great. She's a very normal, typical, bright, clever, fierce 13-year-old.
Look, John, we report a lot on drug shortages. I don't know if you caught that, but 300 drugs in shortage at the end of 2022. The average length of a shortage is 1.5 years. I mean, it's hard to believe. We spend $4 trillion on healthcare in this country, and that's what we often have to deal with. And it's a challenging problem to fix, but you get a determined mom like that, and she makes a difference in the system.
That's what we need. It's amazing. It's wonderful that her daughter is doing okay, and now she wants to spread that and keep it going for others and making such a difference. Sanjay, thank you. Great to see you. So the Champions for Change 1 hour special is Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern.